to the boating adventure. Welcome to the deck of the Swamp Duck. I'm recording this video on Saturday the 30th of September 2023. I expect that it will be published around about the 11th of November 2023, at a time when leisure boating becomes a little more difficult, either due to the weather, to scheduled stoppages and that kind of thing. It can sometimes be a little difficult to get the boat out, but I always try to keep boating as long as I possibly can. So what I thought I would start to do is to produce a little mini series to be published during the winter months, and I'm going to call it Just Off the Towpath. Now that I've got my trusty steed on the front of the boat at the moment, my bicycle, which is yet to be named, it gives me the opportunity to take the Swamp Duck along the canals and rivers, pull up and do a little bit more exploring. So I thought I would start this little mini series by going along the Trent and Mersey Canal. To do is to stop off at some of the places that I've boated past, not stopped, and spend some time exploring as many interesting places that I can find. So hopefully, if you're stuck indoors in November, it might encourage you to either get the boat out if you can, or take a little walk along the towpath. So today I am travelling just down the Trent, and I'm just going to turn onto the Trent and Mersey Canal and see how far I get, really. So come and join me. I set off this morning at 9:03 from Sawley Marina, and it's now 25 minutes past 10, and I've done the first 2 locks, and I'm just coming up to Aston Lock, the 3rd lock of the day, so that's pretty good going really. I shared both locks with a narrowboat. They knew exactly what to do, so it's brilliant, and made good progress. So these are the Willington 2-hour moorings. You've got some facilities opposite, which I often use. So off we go. So the first thing we've got here is the chip shop, which is closed on a Sunday, Monday, and then it's 12 till 2, 4:30 to 8:30 most days, by the look of it. So I've come to the centre of Willington, and there's 3 pubs that I know of. There's the Dragon around the corner, the Rising Sun, and the Green Man there, and just here is Willington railway station. The village is well serviced with shops, a school, doctor's surgery and sporting facilities. The pubs, the Green Man and the Green Dragon, date back to the canal era, and the more recent Rising Sun to the arrival of the railway age. The railway station was in fact closed by Dr. Beechin in 1964, but reopened as part of the Ivanhoe line in 1996. Evidence has been found of habitation in this area long before the transport revolution. In 1970, traces of a settlement were found dating back to 2000 BC, constructed by the Beaker people, who are named after their distinctive drinking vessels. The River Trent passes to the south of the village, and Willington was an important inland port during the 17th and 18th centuries. The arrival of the Trent and Mersey Canal in 1777 replaced the river as the main form of transport. Later still, rail and then road took over as the main transport providers. And we've come to St Michael's Church at Willington, and it's open. 10 o'clock, all age worship. St Michael's Church is of a fairly modest size, but does have one of the largest and most prominent signs in the county. It has a Norman tympanum over the south door, but most of the remainder of the building is from the early years of the 19th century. So this is Hall Lane. There might be some older properties along here. We'll have a good look at them. Certainly a little thatched cottage over the road. So just along here we've come to Bargate Lane. Some really interesting properties. The premises on the corner of the lane, now occupied by a kind of repair shop, were formerly the village smithy. And the two cottages that follow on down the lane are both Grade 2 listed. Go and have a look at that. This is Trent Side Cottage, because it's going down towards the River Trent. Bargate Lane was formerly known as Wharf Lane, and this is probably the oldest house in the village because parts of it date back to the 15th century. So unless you actually get off the boat and take a walk into the village and have a look at some of these side roads, you're not going to see any of this. And you've no idea that it's here. This is why I really wanted to invest in this little bike, just to get me out a bit more. Now this takes you back to the road that goes up to Repton and to the bridge that goes over the River Trent. And that's the little road that takes you down to the wildlife sanctuary. Where you see the no entry sign and the 40 mile an hour, that takes you down to the Willington Wildlife Reserve that I did a video of. If you haven't seen that, then check back in the video list and you'll find it. It was very interesting. And there's some nice old properties here, including Willington Hall. A little bit dilapidated at the moment, but who knows. This three-storey rendered hall
dates back to 1840. It has an impressive large projecting Tuscan Doric porch with a balustraded parapet. It is a Grade 2 listed building and is thought to be on the site of an older manor house when the grounds stretched down to the river. During the First World War, it was used to hold prisoners of war. The columns to the entrance porch are still marked by the grooves cut by the barbed wire to prevent escape. There's a really good view down this bridle path towards Repton Church. Not too far away, just the other side of the river. One major asset to the village is they've got a co-op. They've even got some logs and some kindling outside as well. So it's just coming up to 12 o'clock. Managed to have a quick look around the village using the bike, which was very good. But the clouds are gathering. It looks a bit iffy again, so straight back to the boat and quick tidy up and then I'm off. Firstly I need to get through the lock at Stenson Deep Lock. Once I've done that, there's plenty of moorings after that really. Swoxton would be a good place, and anywhere between the next few locks will be good. But I might make it back to the marina. Yeah, it just depends on how many hold-ups. So that's really good. I enjoyed using the bike. I think that's going to be a great addition to filming. Gives me a bit more scope when we arrive in places to have a look. And it's amazing what you can see when you just get off the main drags of places and have a look around the back streets and that, and you see some real gems, which I did. So if you moor up in Willington, it might look like there's nothing there, but actually it's quite a lot. So I hope you've enjoyed the first of this mini-series just off the towpath. So thank you very much for watching and for all your support, and as always, do take care.